3, 2, 1, and go. We are live. Welcome to, if you don't know, episode 3. I'm Mike Hughes. This is Smash Life TV. Let's go. So, if you didn't know, this weekend, Saturday the 10th of February 2024 in Austria, Vienna, Austria, we have the HYROX European Open Championship. Massive event. It's the third major of the current 2023-24 season. We have the men's Elite 15, the men's Open, the men's doubles, the women's Elite 15, and then also an honourable mention for HYROX Dubai on Sunday. Beginning the weekend on Friday evening at 6:50 p.m. we have the women's Elite 15. More on that in a minute. The main event of the weekend is the men's Elite 15. It's at 8:15 on Friday evening. I believe will be live streamed UK HXR on Instagram, and also HYROX are doing their own live stream, I think, on YouTube. So look out for that. What can we expect? So the men's Elite 15, this is the best of the best, the top of the top. We have categorized it into 3 distinct categories. We've got the favourites. So, in order, Alexander Rončević of Austria. He's the second fastest man of all time and the current European champion. He's known as Mr. Consistency. He's been on multiple HYROX World Championship podiums and he's looking to defend his title. Second, we have Ryan Kent of the USA, the third fastest man of all time, and recently has moved to full-time training. So look out for him, an excellent all-rounder. The next 3 all qualified at the last major championships in Stockholm, Sweden in December. We have Bo Wills of New Zealand with the 7th fastest time of all time. Michael Sambach, UK's number 1, 11th fastest of all time, and James Kelly, Australia's number 1, with the 13th fastest of all time. As you can see, that was a very quick race. Maybe the same is on the cards on Friday evening. There is talk, by the way, Alexander Rončević in the last major championships where Hunter McIntyre broke his own world record. Alexander Rončević's time actually beat the previous world record. There's talk that he's going to be going for that world record again this Friday. Anyway, we then have the mid-pack. I'm going to call these the runners because these are some of the best runners in the field. Rich Ryan of the USA and Peleo Fernandez of Spain. Together, they are actually the current doubles world record holders, so look out for them. They're very fast on the runs, not as strong on the stations, but certainly they'll be making up time on the laps. We also have Tim Wenish, almost a bit of a forgotten man. He was the previous world record holder with the 8th fastest of all time. He is ready for a comeback at some point and expect him to be up there. Then we have the dark horses, and this is a bit of a bigger list. Any one of these guys on their day or on their night could be up there on the podium or even in first place. We have a couple of very informed guys. Thomas Tvardik of the Czech Republic. He recently in Maastricht ran the 10th fastest of all time, gaining his Elite 15 qualification. In the same race, Lukas Storath of Germany, former, I think it was the first ever HYROX World Champion. He ran the 15th fastest of all time after retiring, making a massive comeback. We then also have David Magida of the USA and the current USA champion from the major championships last season. We have Tobias Laulin of Germany, finished 3rd at the World Championships in May last year in Manchester. Geoffrey Voisin of France is a veteran of the sport and holds the 14th fastest time of all time. You can never rule him out. And then a couple of guys that entered on the roll down, so they weren't actually in the Elite 15, they were in 16 and 17. Jonathan Wynn of Australia, who was 6th at last year's World Championships, and Graham, the Flying Scotsman Halliday, recently nicknamed, he was 5th at the World Championships in May last season. We recently spoke to him, if you've been watching Smash Life TV and following the journey, so good luck to Graham, of course, a friend of the show. Any one of these guys could come from the backfield and win it. We hope and we think it's going to be a fast course. As we said, Alexander Rončević potentially going for the world record. We've got the fast runners in the middle of the pack, and any one of these dark horses, especially some of the informed guys. The guys like Jonathan Wing, Graham Halliday have got points to prove, so it's very exciting. Who do you think is going to win? I could give my prediction, but I want to stay impartial for now, so let's see. A couple of non-runners, a couple of mentions. Hunter McIntyre, of course, the current world record holder, current world champion, recently broke the men's doubles pro world record with Michael Sambach in Manchester. He's taken a little bit of time off. And Ryland Shadegg of the USA, the new kid on the block, the fourth fastest man of all time. He's off doing other things, not sure what exactly, but has said he will be back for the World Championships in Nice in June. Final honourable mention is Florian Gast of Germany. He was 7th at last year's World Championships and he was in Manchester recently. I spoke to him. He was attempting to break back into that Elite 15, didn't quite make it, but he is going to be there on site as a reserve, ready and waiting if there are any dropouts. Similar to James Kelly last year at the World Championships, ended up finishing 8th at the World Championships, wasn't even meant to be racing that day. 20 minutes before the race, injury strikes, James Kelly jumps in, so Florian Gast will be in situ in Vienna on Friday. So, that is the men's Elite 15, boom, very excited. On Saturday, the men's open. So there are no pro weights whatsoever apart from the Elite 15 on Friday. On Saturday, it's all open weight to be crowned the official European champion. So last year, 2023, it was in Maastricht. It changes venue each year. The winner was Eric Woodward of Norway in a time of 56.41. At the time, this was the third fastest of all time. That's now since fallen back to 8th, still in the top 10. Some rapid times, expect some really rapid times, potentially a new world record. Last year, we had Kieran Parkinson of England was in second place, Christoph Brenner of Germany was third, Thierry Willingenberg of the Netherlands was fourth, and Tony Revel of the UK was fifth. Not sure exactly who's going to be there this weekend. Maybe these guys, maybe some of the new up-and-comers. Jake Williamson, Harry Bird of the UK have both ran some phenomenal times recently. So it is a bit of an open book, if you will. Very, very exciting. Moving on, point number 3 is the men's doubles. Again, it's going to be the open weights. A couple of doubles specialists, we mentioned them previously in the HYROX 101. If you've not watched that, go back, check it out. We've got Christopher von Stelzer and Clemens Scherbel of Belgium. They were last year's winners in a time of 51.54. Check this out. At the time, that was the 5th fastest of all time. Since then, it's dropped back to the 19th fastest of all time. A real testimony to how quickly the sport is progressing, evolving, and how quick the guys and girls are getting. Last year, in 3rd place, Tom Frazens and Peter Mays of, I believe, Germany also. Again, they are doubles specialists. They hold 4 of the fastest top 25 of all time. A great battle. If those guys are there this year, potentially a great battle. A couple of newcomers for this year. John Carlisle and Conor Harkness of Scotland recently finished 4th in the men's doubles pro in Manchester. So these guys are in form. And also Maxime Krantz and Arthur Barbie of Francais. They finished 7th. So as you can see, a nice battle developing if all these guys are going to be in situ and on the start line. So that is the men done. Women's Elite 15 on Friday evening to open the weekend, to open the show. We've got Megan Jacobi, who is the current world record holder, and Lauren Wheat, who is both the current European champion and world champion from last season. So there's a nice battle there between the two ladies, both from the USA. Is it going to be one of those two that takes the win, or have we got Michaela Norman from Sweden, the 3rd fastest lady of all time, and Linda Meyer, the 4th fastest of all time? She's from Germany. Flying the flag for the UK with no Rebecca Mason in the race this weekend. We have Zara Piergiani and also Kate Davey, who is going to take the women's #1 spot for the UK. Let's go, girls. Wow, big weekend in Vienna. Also, to round off the weekend on Sunday, we have HYROX Dubai with the Middle East's second edition. A couple of shout outs in the Pro Division. Michael Mickey Stevens, also known as the Birmingham Bullet. If you've not already, go back and watch. He was on episode 4 of the Smash Life Experience podcast. A great chat with Mickey and all the best. And in the Open Division, Sean Clancy of KO8 Fitness finished, I think, first or second. He'll be looking to improve his time, potentially break into that sub-60 exclusive club. Both, of course, friends of the show. So shout out to those guys. Wow, it's going to be a big weekend. I'm absolutely charged up, excited, cannot wait to see it. The question is, who do you think is going to win? Comment below who's going to take the Elite 15 and also who's going to take the Open Championship. Maybe tag someone that you know that's going to be there. It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. That is the European Open Championship this weekend in Vienna, Austria. And if you don't know, now you know. Let's go!